What is up everyone, my name is Darkpast and welcome back to another video Crossout, and in today's episode we're going to check out the dev blog of the upcoming battle pass for Engineers and Lunatics. This is going to be quite exciting news and we're going to get some nice toys that are very cool. So with the first dev blog we have tease of one weapon and of course a module, plus also some new frames. Who would have thought of that? You know, frames are always nice for building some nice and cool vehicles, alright? So let's dive in and let's see what kind of stuff we have here. Alright, so Engineers plus Lunatics Rational Madness, new feature of the major November update part 1. So, devs are saying, hello survivors, the Wolfpack season is coming to an end. The battle between Steppenwolves and the Ravagers has led to a tragic consequences, and IVXO is forced to make a desperate decision. Ally with the Kaganate, now the Engineers will face the threat of Aris and the Ravagers together with the Lunatics. This unexpected alliance led to the creation of many unique weapons and modules. Anything to defeat the machines. The first blog entry will focus on the epic charge booster and the legendary crossbow, as well as new frame sizes. Let's go in. So we are gonna get a Varon 2.0, which is Korax, and there is also a teaser trailer. I'm gonna drop it right here so you guys can see what it is. Alright, so basically, it shoots exactly like a Varon, but there is some quirks. So basically, a legendary continuation of the Lunatic's Varon, Korax fires heavy projectiles, and if you maintain a certain shooting rhythm, they can send an enemy back to their garage to ponder redesigning their armored car. The rhythmic shooting mechanic of the crossbow is similar to its predecessor. You can triple your damage output if you maintain the rate of fire, making the weapon perfect for collected and precise shooters. However, you don't always have to follow the fire rate pattern. In that case, the Korax will reveal its second fort. The projectile will stick to an enemy armor and explode after a moment, showering the target in deadly fragments. First, soften up the enemy with an explosion and then rhythmically deal damage to them until only a wreckage is left. The basic penetration ability of the weapon exceeds 100% and will help you in that process. This is the first in the valley. So basically, like I said, this weapon is a Varon, but with this nice little touch of Phoenix ability as well, which is kind of cool, and I like to see a new type of crossbow that actually works like two. So basically, we're getting some more weapons that have two mechanics, basically, or so to speak, two in one weapon. So this is basically the same thing if a Phoenix and Varon had a baby and they came up with Korax. So fast shooting Phoenix, so to speak, I must say. So it is a very cool looking weapon, but at the same time, it seems like devs really love the crossbows, don't they? Because we just recently got the Artemis crossbow with a pack from the Ravagers. So, I don't know how many we have now. It's going to be 6 of these. We have Spike, we have Toadfish, Phoenix, Varon, Artemis, Commit, and now we're going to have Korax. So it's actually going to make like 7 crossbows. Am I right? I think. That's quite a few, if I'm honest. But yeah, that's actually quite cool. We can have a lot of those kind of medieval fights. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking might make a brawl of like medieval weapons. That so there's each class for everything, and I hope this is going to be quite interesting game mode for you guys to enjoy. So we'll see about that. Also, we're going to get a nice new module, Starter Epic Charge Booster. So basically, this is going to be something that is very good for weapons that use charge mechanics or miniguns that have the, you know, barrel spool up time. But there's a drawback and I'll get back to it in a second. So the engineers acted as a good partners and created a module that synergizes well with charging weapons. A great companion piece for Korax. The starter provides you with a quote-unquote much needed help in starting your car in winter. 20% reduction of short charging time and barrel spool up time. This is quite a boost, so there is a limit of 1 module per unit, and they actually compensated this quite a bit. When the Dodge children found out about the starter, they felt like it might be a strong rival to their power unit, so the new module can't be used with plasma emitters. Diplomacy wins. So I would say that's actually quite good. So it's not going to replace the power unit. So this is only focusing for weapons that use the charge mechanic like Dooms, Raijin, now Korax, Varon, miniguns like Equalizer, Reaper, whatnot. There's so many weapons that use this kind of mechanic, so they're gonna benefit from this quite a bit. And I think this is gonna make the weapons quite deadly now with this new module. I don't know how many energy points it's gonna cost. I'd assume this is gonna be similar to power unit stats. I'm not 100% sure, but this is my guess, okay? So I think it's quite cool to see this kind of item. It looks really cool, really nice, and it's quite compact. I think it's like around the size of like, it kind of looks the size of Pandora, you know? The way it's like shaped, it has like that T shape to it, you know? Like Pandora has in certain angles if you look at it. So it's quite a unique module, and I kind of like Engineer stuff. Engineers come up with really cool stuff anyways, but Lunatic's also coming up with this kind of like a crossbow that's also cool. I want to see more of those Engineer type weapons, modules, and same with Lunatics. These are like one of the OG factions we have in the game, and they barely have got any new stuff. So this is great that the new battle pass is gonna give us that exact thing. Alright, and for the last, of course, we also have the new frames. We're gonna get ourselves a standard and heavy 1x7, heavy and standard 2x7, L-shaped 6x4x1, and 6x4x1 for heavy and standard. So to speak, the standard is light. At least, I don't know if they changed the name apparently, but these are the parts we're gonna get with this first dev blog, and these are at least the confirmed items. But we'll see brings us next in the next upcoming 2 dev blogs. So I'll keep you guys posted and updated with all the stuff that we're gonna get. So I hope you guys can enjoy this video as much as I did, and I also have a nice little surprise that is coming soon to the game as well, and you just have to wait till we get any more update about it. Alright, I've spoken to the devs, so there's gonna be a little surprise, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.